What's going on, everybody? I am making some drawer boxes tonight for a bathroom vanity that I'm building. Pretty soon I'm gonna be ripping out my entire bathroom. We only have a 1.5 bath house, so when you got 3 teenage daughters, a wife, and you're gonna be tearing out the tub and everything else, you gotta work quick. So I'm trying to prep as much as I can. I've been working on, please excuse the shot, but the vanity back here, the carcass is finished, building some drawer boxes, but I just thought I'd give you a quick tutorial. I mean, I'm pretty much done with them already, but let me show you what I do. There's a ton of videos, probably way better than this is gonna be, but you know, maybe you'll pick something up here that'll help you out. Let's take a look. Okay, so I've got a couple completed boxes here. Yeah, it's 2 different boxes. But also, if you notice, those boxes are absolutely, I can't really pull them up one-handed, but they are what an old carpentry boss of mine used to say, dead nuts. They're exactly the same length and width and all that. So I cut this plywood on my chop saw, which is all folded up here. A key to getting very accurate, repetitive cuts is to set up stop blocks. And so if you don't know what a stop block is, it's just, I don't have my saw set up right. I'll show you. Let's just say this is your miter saw, right? You're gonna chop it right here. So you wanna, along your fence, let's say that your fence is running here, your saw is gonna come down. You wanna take a block of wood or really anything and clamp it to the fence to where you can slide your material up to that block, and that cut line will finish right where you want it to be. You make your cut, move it out of the way, get the next piece, slide it up to the block, make your cut. And that way you only have to measure one time and all of your cuts will be exactly the same. So you see these all came out. I've got one 3.5 inch and there's gonna be 3 6-inch drawers. The next step that I did after getting them cut was rabbited out that there for the drawer bottom that goes in. I did that on my router table here. Can't talk. My router table. It's a Craig router table with the Bosch. I think it's 2.25, 2.5 power router. And you want to choose a router bit that is, you know, the size of your drawer bottom material, whatever that may be, a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever. So you rabbit that out. And after you get done with that, what I do is pocket hole. And you're gonna pocket hole the front and the back. And you're gonna make sure your pocket holes are on the outside of the box, not inside. You don't want to see them on there, because later when these get ready to be installed, you're going to have a drawer face that goes across the front, and that's going to cover these. You'll never know these are here. So your drawer face will go on there. You will screw through the back of your drawer into your drawer face to hold it. And then of course, this is the back side of the box, which will always stay inside of the cabinet. No one will ever see it. And that leaves you with a nice clean inside of the box. So I use my old, God grief, I've had this thing a long time, my old pocket holder. I'm using 3/4 inch stock plywood, so I have the Craig jig set to 3/4. I have my stop collar on my bit set to 3/4, and just put, for the 6-inch boxes, I'm using 3. And then I also use some Tight Bond. I've got Tight Bond 2. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's the same as original Tight Bond. It just cures up faster. And then of course you have Tight Bond 3, which is for outdoor wet applications, which I know maybe wouldn't be bad in the bathroom. So after you get your pocket holes done, it's just a matter of lining it up and assembling your drawer. And you're only gonna do this, don't make a mistake, you're only gonna do 3 sides first, right? Don't make a mistake and put all 4 together, because you have to have, you know, a way to get your drawer bottom in. And so all that does is your, whatever your material is, gonna slide right in. Then you're gonna put the back piece on and screw it and glue it. Some people like to cut, you see right there where that rabbit is? I'll cut their drawer right through here and go ahead and assemble everything and then slide it in. I don't know, I don't do that. This is the way I do mine. And it's, I've made an awful lot of them and they work pretty good. So there is one thing to note about measuring your drawers. It's critical. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so cabinetry is not rough framing. I am by no means, I don't even call myself a woodworker or a carpenter. I'm not trained in the least bit. I've had some men in my life, you know, as I grew up and even into adulthood that have given me pointers, but it's always been on like little projects here and there. I'm not trained, so take what I tell you with a grain of salt, but I will tell you one thing that I've learned about drawer boxes that has helped me. But as far as measuring your drawers, if you, let's say you have a 14-inch opening, a hole, you know, in your cabinet, you got a 14-inch opening. If you're doing a face frame, it'll be from the inside of one side to the inside of the other. That's the hole your drawer is going to fit into. And if that's 14 inches, you want the total width of your drawer box to be exactly 1 inch less. And the reason being is because the drawer slides that you use, these are full extension ball bearing slides. They take up a 1/2 inch on each side once they're attached. And so of course, 1/2 inch is 1 inch. And so if you were to cut your drawer boxes shorter, or excuse me, if you were to, if the hole is 14 inches and you don't take 1 inch off, well then your drawer is not going to fit. But one thing, this is the point I was getting to. Everything, all the instructions always say 1 inch. A lot of videos that say 1 inch, but what I have found, and may just be me, I may not be doing something right, is while that works, and it works fairly well, it always feels just a little bit snugger than I want it to be. I like to just have that easy pull, you know, not loose, not rattling around, but just a little smoother. So I always take off 1/16 of an inch extra. So if my opening is 14 inches, the 1 inch reduction would then be 13 inches, but I like to take an extra 16th. So that would be what? That would be 12 and 15/16. And I find it just hits that little sweet spot to where it pulls in and out really nicely. Other drawer slides may be different, but that's how the standard ball bearing full extension slides work. So just a little tip there. That's it. I'm sure this, as always, goes on a lot longer than I intend to. This is not like obviously a full tutorial. But anyway, maybe you learned something, maybe you know way more than I do, and you've got some other tips, and leave them in the comments. That would be really cool. I would like to learn as well. But I'll kind of keep some videos coming along with this bathroom remodel. It's a big project that I have to knock out really quickly. Like I said, I'm trying to do all I can between now and when I start. Taking a couple days off of work, first week of January, on a Thursday and Friday, and then I'll give me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to completely rip my bathroom out. The wall, probably most of the floor's coming out to the floor joists, the ceiling's coming out, all the insulation, the walls, everything. 4 days, 4 women in the house. Wish me luck. See you guys.